and welcome. I'm going to show you two sequences in this video, and the first one is a Hatha style earth salutation, so it's very grounding, and the second one is Golden Seed, which is actually from Yin Yoga, and it was devised by a guy called Paul Grilly. So we'll begin by coming into an upright seated position and take a moment here to really arrive to close the eyes, to feel your sitting bones settling down onto the earth, and have this sense of balancing your head on top of your spine. So can you have a sense of feeling the spine coming up through the body, and you might even want to have a wriggle around to feel into that. So even if you just imagine this connection, you can take a few settling breaths here, some nice deep inhale through the nose and an audible sigh out through the mouth. Two more. Inhale through the nose. Last one. Then come to the back of your mat. So there is some kneeling in this. You might want to take a rolled up blanket and bring it at the top of your shins so that your knees kind of float out in space. So that's a good way to take some pressure off your knees if they're uncomfortable. And actually, all of the kneeling parts in this can be done on a chair. So you can do a seated cat, and you can do it seated and Hatha. So let's begin with the hands onto the thighs, and once again have this sense of connection between your pelvis rooting down into the earth and the crown of head reaching up to the sky, and the spine stretched between these 2 points. Take your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift them up, a nice stretch, opening the chest, drawing the upper arms back. And then as you exhale, lifting the hips above your knees, we're going to slide the hands forward, head between the upper arms. So this is Anahatasana. If that feels a little strong, take the arms wider or bend the elbows here. Maybe the forehead reaches the mat, maybe the chin reaches the mat, but as you breathe out, just take a moment to feel that you can melt the heart down. If you're seated, you can do this by just raising the arms up. And then as you breathe in, walk the hands back underneath your shoulders. Exhale, we're going to round the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale, take it in the other direction. So start that at the base, belly comes towards the mat. Shoulder blades draw down the back and the head looks forward. Then into Ashdangasana. Tuck your toes underneath. So if you're seated on a chair, this is where you come down onto the mat. Bend the elbows, bring your chin and your chest to the mat, but the hips stay up. Slide onto your belly. Take the hands forward a little bit, and then as you inhale, lifting head and shoulders up. So see if you can do this without taking any pressure into the hands. We want to get the muscles of the back working. You can press down and lift higher, of course, but that's not really getting your muscles working. And then exhale, we're going to come down, forehead onto the mat, bring the arms forward, backs of the hands down, so it's prostrating pranam. And having a sense of surrendering here. Breathing out, surrendering your weight down onto the earth. And then take the hands back underneath your chest. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, come back into child pose. If you're seated, you become back onto the seat and fold over your thighs here. And then inhale, unroll, bring the hands to the heart. So we'll do that 2 more times. So inhale, lift the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, hands coming forward, hips above the knees, letting the heart sink down towards the earth. Inhale, hands under the shoulders, and then exhale, round the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arching the back, head looking forwards. Tuck the toes, exhale, chin and chest to the mat. Slide onto your belly. Inhale, head and shoulders lift up. Now this time if you want to then put some pressure into the hands, lift higher, do so. Exhale as you come down. Bring the arms out, backs of the hands onto the mat. Breathing out, letting go. Surrendering to the earth. Take the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift up, exhale back into child. And inhale, back into the low kneel, hands at the heart. Last time, inhale, lift up, open the chest. Exhale, hips above the knees, Hatha. Melting the shoulders down, melting the heart down. Inhale, hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale, cat, rounding the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arching. Then Ashdangasana, chin, chest to the mat. Slide onto your belly. Inhale, lift up into cobra. Exhale, come down. Pranam. Backs of the hands down, forehead down. Letting go. So what no longer serves you today? What can be released into the earth? Then take the hands back. Inhale as you push up. Exhale and back into child. Inhale, unroll. Hands to the heart. Okay, let's make our way to standing. We'll do this by coming back into tabletop, so onto all fours. Tucking your toes underneath. Lift the knees just momentarily, so we switch on core muscles, and then push back from the heels of your hands. So you push back, the head comes between the upper arms, reach your tailbone nice and high, and then begin to straighten the legs. So in a way, what happens with the legs is less important than what happens with the spine. So we really want to find this stretch through the spine, reaching away. You can take the feet wider apart if you want, so that can feel very nice, or you can keep them here. You can give yourself a little bit of a paddle. So you can find your own good feeling here. Look between your hands. We're going to walk forwards into a forward fold, nice and relaxed. So the knees bent. Again, just letting the head drop. You might want to hold it onto your own elbows, so we can let the weight of the arms relax the shoulders, and drawing out the spine.
Release the hands, bend the knees, and then unroll. So when we unroll, we're drawing up from the base, up through the spine, and the shoulders and the head last to move. Bring the hands up through the body. Inhale, take a nice full stretch, and then exhale, take the hands down by the side. So we're going to come into a really grounded, steady stance. So for you, it might feel like you want to have your feet hip width apart. Maybe it feels steadier with them shoulder width apart. Maybe it feels steadier to have them a little bit wider, okay? So just play around with that and see what feels right for you. And we're going to bring the hands to just below the navel. So in Yin, this is seen as, and in Tai Chi, Qigong, this is seen as the source of your energy. So we're going to breathe in here, knees are soft. So as you breathe, have this sense of breathing behind the hands. And then we'll sweep the arms out. I'm going to connect with Sky Chi. So you can spread the fingers. You can't see mine, they're above the camera, but spread the fingers skywards. And have this sense of reaching up. Then bend at the elbows, take the hands behind the head, step wider, toes out 45 degrees, bend the knees, and then as you exhale, palms reaching away. Then from here, inhale, take the feet to face forwards, and then as you exhale, hinge forwards from your hips. I'm going to take the hands down to the mat now. If they don't reach the floor, bring the floor higher, so you can use a book, a block, anything which is going to make that more comfortable, or bend the knees, that's the other way to do it. And then from here, so this is elephant's trunk. From here, we're going to keep this nice and relaxed. So we're going to twist to the right first of all. You might want to move your hands to the right a little bit. And then inhale, open the chest to the right. Reach the arm up if that's comfortable. Exhale, come back down. Same thing to the left. Inhale, twist to the left. Open the chest, reach the arm up. Exhale as you come back down. Turn your toes out 45 degrees. Bend the knees. Imagine you're lifting heavy weight, earth energy upwards, through the body, all the way up to the sky. Straighten the legs, toes face forwards, drinking bird, hinge forwards from your hips. Come down, let the head relax, but keep the arms moving up behind you, press the palms away. Inhale, toes turn out 45 degrees, bend the knees. We'll come into horse stance, so the knees stay bent, the arms come up by the ears, then straighten up. Repeating, drinking bird, toes face forward, hinge forwards. Exhale as you come down, press the hands up and behind. Toes turn out 45 degrees, bend the knees back into horse stance. And then exhale, straighten up, take the hands down through the body. You might want to walk your feet back to your beginning. And we'll repeat that. So connect in with that sense of grounding, steadiness, breathing into the space below the navel. Sweep the arms out to the side, connect with the sky. Sky energy, light, bright. Okay. Take the hands behind the head, bend the elbows, widen your stance, bend the knees. Exhale, press the hands away. Inhale, straighten up, toes face forward, hinge forwards, hands come down onto the mat, elephant's trunk to the right, open the chest, reach the arm up, exhale, come down. So, here, just make it nice and fluid, so you can bend the knees, You can change your stance, turn your toes out 45 degrees here. We'll bend the knees, we'll draw up that heavy earth energy up through the body, reach skywards, light, bright, straighten the knees, toes face forward, drinking bird, hinging forwards, hands coming up behind, exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, horse stance, straighten up, repeat, drinking bird, exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, hands coming up, and then as you straighten, take the hands back to down chin, below the navel. Breathe here. Sky energy. Bend the elbows, toes come out, sink down, nice straight spine, get the legs to work, hands press away. Inhale, straighten up, toes face forward, hinge forwards. Hands down, elephant's trunk to the right. Inhale, open the chest, reach the arm up, exhale, to the left. Inhale, and then exhale. Lift up the earth energy, bend the knees. Inhale and exhale as you reach up to the sky, straighten the legs, toes face forward, drinking bird. Exhale. Inhale into horse stance, and then repeat. Exhale. Inhale, horse stance, and then straighten the legs as the hands come down. Okay, walk your feet together. Bring your hands to your heart. And take a moment to bring that gaze inwards. So you can see just how the body feels. Where are you feeling sensation? Paying attention to these physical sensations can help to ground us and can help to reduce feelings of anxiety, feelings of being in the mind a lot. And then release your hands down. So, hope you enjoyed those two sequences. So, they're a good morning practice, but you could also do these before bed because they're not energizing, they're quite sort of relaxing, they're quite soft, but they do get everything moving, and they're particularly good at releasing tension in the hips as well, and in the back and the chest and the shoulders. If you want to take 5 minutes now and have a nice relaxation, close your eyes, let the body just drop. Listen to some gentle music. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you.